Foundation. That's essentially those four guys here, Simon in the back, and Andrew, who isn't here. We are the directors of the foundation. It was like, we have a slide about this. We incorporated in 2015 in one of the ORConfs. The main reason we incorporated is we needed a legal body to do the stuff that we are doing, which is essentially promote and like what you all observe here in the conference, like bring forward the idea of open source silicon, right? So what we want to do is like we want to help people develop open standards. We want to give people the frameworks needed legally and technically to build open source silicon platforms. Yeah, we want to encourage industry participation. So we have many people from industry here. Still, like many of them are not talking good about their companies and open source. Yeah, we want to change this a little bit. Hope to make a contribution there. But mainly our main thing at the moment we do is like assist hobbyists and academia with providing the stuff that they need. So we have a few activities, like the main ones I would summarize as ORConf, which you're all at. Like once a year we have the design conference, like somewhere in Europe. It started as an open risk meeting, as we learned yesterday, evolved a bit into a much broader open source silicon conference. We have LibreCourse.org, which we launched last year on ORConf, and another one of the main activities that we do is help developing the licensing framework, right? We are registered legally as a community interest company, which is like a non-profit limited in the UK. And organized, as I said, like we have 6 volunteering members of the board. We have 1 secretary. No, we have 5 only. Yeah, 1 left. Yeah, we are only 5. 6, including the secretary. And we formed committees to help us, right? So it's not like we just sit there and spend all of our free time. Actually, we do, but it's not only us spending all our free time. There are also other people, like many in the audience, that contribute in the committees. So we form committees as some kind of structured way to discuss things. Like the one is for the LibreCourse development. We have another one for the conference. The one that we just in the last year formed as licensing, which we'll hear about more today, and another one is fundraising apparently. So if any of those strikes you and you think you want to be part of it, just get in touch with us either here at the conference or via the mailing lists or on Twitter or however you like, phone, so that we can set you up with the committees, right? It's really the idea to have it in the open, in the public. So most of the stuff we do is in the public. Only the most boring part we try to keep secret, not to scare people away, right? So just a very brief update on our last year. Like most of you maybe were there last year to hear what our first year was. This was our second year now. Last year we launched LibreCourse.org at the conference, right? So after that there was some developments. There will be a talk later today by Philip. This is Philip, by the way. About what we did since then. There's LibreCourse CI, continuous integration, like the automated build and test environment that we have, which Oleg and I will talk about before the break then. After the break, there's a presentation of Andrew, where is he? There you are, who is part of the licensing committee. He's a lawyer, very experienced in open source, and he helped us together with the CERN on moving forward copyleft licenses for HDL, where we saw the biggest problem currently in the licensing field. Yeah, we organized ORConf again. Mainly Julius and Olaf are responsible for that. You were there apparently. We participated in Google Summer of Code. I will just say a few words to that after that. Yeah, and we tried to increase our fundraising activities. For example, to provide you free dinner this year, which we managed. We were a second year an umbrella organization in the Google Summer of Code. So those of you who don't know it, like Google pays students a 3-month internship to work on open source projects. So they apply to organizations that participate in this program, not directly to Google. Google just provides the money and the framework to organize all the stuff, like they have the website and all the like the evaluation stuff and all the stuff is organized by Google. And FOSSi Foundation doesn't participate like as an organization where you could like come as a student and work for us directly, but instead all the projects that feel under our umbrella can just take part. So we asked around, we sent some mails to the mailing list, and finally we got 6 projects assigned and 4 of them actually completed. One was on the LibreCourse org improvements that Philip will talk about. 2. One was the EDSAC on FPGA, this like engine computer stuff Hatim did. He's there. He will present on Sunday about his work. Then we had, like I presented yesterday, on the OptimSock project, a Linux port, and one very interesting one is we had a student that updated the RISC-V SODOR educational core repository to the newest privilege spec and to Chisel 3, and yeah, that was pretty good. Next year we will apply again as an organization. We hope to get accepted, so that's already a call for contributions. So if you want to take part in that, being a mentor with your project, like you could just bring in your own ideas from your own toy project, hobby project, even as an industry project. The only thing, it has to be open source, right? And yeah, just get in touch with us if you're interested. And I think that's it. So we did some fundraising. We got a few sponsors already. We are still looking for, mainly for the running cost servers and so on. And so we, as I said, we are volunteering, but still we have running costs. We try to cover the sponsorship. So if you or your company thinks what we are doing is good or sufficiently good, please get in touch about sponsorship opportunities. We also have like event-directed sponsoring, yeah, like doing ORConf. You can see the slide with ORConf sponsors. You can see the sponsorship tonight, for example, for the dinner. Yeah, just get in touch with us. Those are our current sponsors, the foundation sponsors, and I think that's it. Yeah, that's the way to get in touch. I'm Stefan. This is Olaf, Julius, Philip.
Thank you for coming.